Welcome students. Today we are going to start session number 4 of chapter number 2, acids, bases and salts of class 10 science. So this is our last session, and we'll complete all the NCERT in-text questions and exercise questions. But before that, I would like to discuss about the assignment questions of session number 3, right? So first question is, what is the chemical formula of baking soda? So and washing soda, बेकिंग सोडा जो है NaHCO3 होता है, एंड वॉशिंग सोडा Na2CO3 10H2O. राइट द केमिकल नेम ऑफ सोडा ऐश एंड सोडियम कार्बोनेट डेकाहाइड्रेट. केमिकल फॉर्मूला सोडा ऐश जो है वो सोडियम कार्बोनेट होता है, और सोडियम कार्बोनेट डेकाहाइड्रेट 10 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ वाटर होता है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ केमिकल फार्मूला ऑफ दिस टू. नेम द प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म्ड व्हेन chlorine and hydrogen produced during the electrolysis of brine are made to combine. So we'll get hydrochloric acid. Name a solid compound which is a constituent of many dry soap powders. So answer is very easy, sodium carbonate. Name a metal carbonate which is soluble in water. Sodium carbonate. Name an acid which is present in baking soda. Baking soda में tartaric acid होता है, right? बेकिंग पाउडर में, सॉरी, बेकिंग सोडा और tartaric acid के कॉम्बिनेशन से हम लोग को बेसिक बेकिंग सोडा पाउडर मिलता है, right? Now we will move towards the seventh question. Name the metal whose carbonate is known as washing soda. Sodium. The electrolysis of an aqueous solution of sodium chloride gives us three products. Name them. First is sodium hydroxide, second is chlorine and hydrogen. What is washing soda? States two properties and two uses of washing soda. सबसे पहले washing soda देख लेते हैं. It is a sodium carbonate decahydrate. So Na2CO3, 10 molecules of water. Okay, and two properties. It is a transparent crystalline solid, and it is soluble in water. The two uses. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. It is used in the manufacture of glass, soap and paper. Now last question, the 12 questions है ना? Yes. 10th question, write the formula of sodium chloride and sodium carbonate. Explain why an aqueous solution of sodium chloride is neutral but an aqueous solution of sodium carbonate is basic. राइट. सो फर्स्ट फार्मूला NaCl हो गया और इसका Na2CO3, राइट. And the reason is that aqueous solution of sodium chloride is neutral because it is formed from a strong acid and strong base, and aqueous solution of sodium carbonate is basic because it gets hydrolyzed to some extent and form sodium hydroxide, which is a strong base, and carbonic acid, which is a weak acid. Okay, so now the next question, what is baking soda? Baking soda, write the chemical name of baking soda, give the important uses of baking soda. So baking soda is a substance added to food for its faster cooking. Its chemical name is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and the uses, it is used as an antacid to remove acidity of stomach. It is used in fire extinguishers. What is meant by water of crystallization in a substance? Explain with an example. So the water molecules which forms part of the structure of a crystal are called water of crystallization. Session 3 में किए थे हम लोग, उसमें 3 examples भी किए थे, 3 examples we discussed. This is the one of the example. Copper sulfate with 5 pentahydrate, 5 molecules of water, CuSO4, 5H2O. Okay, so these are the assignment questions. So now today we are going to discuss about discuss all the NCERT in-text questions. So this is the first NCERT in-text questions, page number 80. So you have been provided with 3 test tubes. One of them contains distilled water and the other 2 contain an acidic solution, a basic solution respectively. If you are given only red litmus paper, how will you identify the contents of each of the test tube? So very easy. So we know that acid change blue to red, okay, and base will change red to blue. Now we have red litmus paper. So what we will do, we'll take 3 test tubes. और उसमें क्या करेंगे, विल डिप दिस रेड लिटमस इन ऑल द 3 टेस्ट ट्यूब्स. जिस टेस्ट ट्यूब में कलर चेंज हो गया, ब्लू हो गया, दैट मीन्स दैट इज बेसिक. ओके, सो विल सेपरेट इट आउट, हम लोग अलग कर लेंगे उसको. बाकी दोनों में नाउ अभी जो लिटमस पेपर था वो ब्लू हो गया. Now that litmus paper, that blue litmus paper, what we will do? We will dip in other 2 test tubes. दोनों बाकी जो बचे हुए टेस्ट ट्यूब्स में डिप करेंगे. अगर वो वापस रेड हो गया, that means that is acid. अगर कोई चेंज नहीं हुआ, that means that is distilled water, right? So this is the rule, right? And we are going to mark test tubes as A, B and C. सो ए में हम लोग एक्चुअल में यहाँ पे मैंने ए लिखा है, लेकिन तीनों में कोई भी एक टेस्ट ट्यूब में वो रेड कलर हो सकता है, सॉरी ब्लू कलर, रेड से ब्लू हो सकता है. सो दैट इज बेसिक, एंड आउट ऑफ 3 1 इज एलिमिनेटेड. वी हैव एलिमिनेटेड 1, एंड दैट again the same blue litmus paper is we will use to test the other 2 solutions. Okay, and the tube in which it again changes back to red contains the acidic solution, and the tube in which it does not change, then that is distilled water. Okay, now let us move towards the second NCERT questions, that is page number 22. Okay, so first question मैं read कर रहा हूँ. First question is, why should curd and sour substances not be kept in brass and copper? See, curd and other sour substances. Sour जहाँ word आ गया, that means वहाँ पे acids है, right? Because acids are sour in taste. So, and we know that it reacts with metals, brass and copper vessels to produce toxic compounds which are not for good for consumption. Okay, so that is why we should not we will not kept in brass and copper. So this is the answer. The curd and other sour substances contain acids. Therefore, when they kept in copper and brass vessel, the metal react with acid to liberate hydrogen gas and harmful products, thereby spoiling the food. Okay. Now, this is the second question. Which gas is usually liberated when an acid reacts with a metal? Illustrate with an example. How will you test for the presence of gas? So we know that when acid react with metal, hydrogen gas is produced. So you'll see one example. Magnesium with hydrochloric acid will get magnesium chloride, and hydrogen जो up arrow mark is given, that is used for gas. Okay, otherwise you can write G also in bracket. Now the presence of hydrogen gas can be tested by passing the gas through soap solution. Soap solution से pass करेंगे क्या होगा, bubbles वहाँ से निकलेगा. So that bubbles filled with the gas will rise up. If a burning splinter is brought near the gas, the bubbles will burn with a popping sound. Right? So this is the answer. Now question number 2 over. Now let us go to question number 3. Metal compound A reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce effervescence. The gas evolved extinguishes a burning candle. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction if one of the compounds formed is calcium chloride. सो मेटल कंपाउंड ए जो है वो, क्योंकि यहाँ पे कैल्शियम क्लोराइड मिल रहा है, सो विल टेक इट एज ए कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट. ओके, एंड द गैस इवॉल्व्ड इज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. ओके, एंड carbon dioxide extinguishes a burning candle, so we can represent with an equation. So metal compound A is calcium carbonate, and the gas evolved is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide extinguishes a burning candle. So this is the reaction. Okay, so यहाँ पे जो हम लोग को जो यहाँ पे जो मिल रहा है कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट, when it is reacts with hydrochloric acid, so we are getting calcium chloride and water and carbon dioxide. Okay, so next question. So 3 questions we have. Next question is in page number 25. 6 questions are there. So let us discuss the first question. Why do hydrochloric acid and ammonium nitric acid, etc., shows acidic characters in aqueous solution. Why solution of compound like alcohols and glucose do not show acidic character? So acidic character कैसे वो show करता है? How it will show? Because it will produce hydrogen ions. When we dissolve in water, this will produce hydrogen ions H plus, right? जबकि ये जो अल्कोहल और ग्लूकोज जो है when it dissolve in water, it will not ionize in the aqueous solution to give hydrogen ions. Okay, so that is why they do not show the acidic character. So this is the answer. So these two acids shows acidic characteristic because they ionize in the aqueous solution to produce H plus ions, whereas the compound like alcohol and glucose do not ionize in the aqueous solution to give H plus ions. Hence, they do not show acidic character. So, second question: why does an aqueous solution of acid conduct electricity? So, the aqueous solution of an acid contains ions, that is H plus, okay, hydrogen ions H plus, and some anions also. Due to the presence of ions in the solution, it conduct electricity, right? So this is the answer. Now let us move towards question number 3. Why does dry hydrochloric chloride gas not change the color on the dry litmus paper? This is because hydrochloric gas does not undergo to give hydrogen ions H plus, right? Hence it does not show acidic property. जब वो पानी में dissolve होगा, when it ionizes to aqueous solution, then only it will produce hydrogen ions, right? So here it will not produce any hydrogen ions, so definitely it will not show any acidic property, and therefore acidic property जब change show नहीं कर रहा है तो वो कोई भी कलर वहाँ पे change नहीं करेगा. So there no changes takes place in the color of the dry litmus paper. So this is question number 3, and this is the answer. You can go through the answer. Now let us go through the question number 4. While diluting an acid, why is it recommended that the acid should be added to water and not water to the acid? So actually the process of diluting an acid with water is a highly exothermic process. Highly exothermic process, because this is because water is added into concentrated acid. The heat generated may cause the mixture to flash out, and cause burns also. It cause burns also. The beaker in which it carried out may break due to the excessive heating. So that is why dilution is done by adding acid into water. Okay? So this is the answer. You can refer it. Now question number 5. How is the concentration of hydronium ions, that is H3O plus, affected when a solution of an acid is diluted? So the concentration of hydronium ions decreases when a solution of an acid is diluted. Okay. Now question number 6. How is the concentration of hydroxide ions, that is OH minus, affected when excess base is dissolved in a solution of sodium hydroxide? So when excess base is dissolved, what will happen? When excess base is dissolved in a solution of sodium hydroxide, the concentration of OH minus ions per unit volume increases. ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा वो. This is due to the dissociation of NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, as well as the other base in the aqueous solution. Right? Now, this is the answer. You can refer it towards page number 28. This is the 4 questions. So, I'm reading the first question. You have two solutions, A and B. The pH of solution A is 6 and the pH of solution B is 8. Which solution has more hydrogen ions concentration, and which of this is acidic and which one is basic? So we know that the pH value less than 7 is acid, and the pH value more than 7 is base, and the acid produces more hydrogen ion concentration. the concentration of hydrogen ion in acid is more. So definitely the answer is 6, right? So the first answer is 6. Okay. uh, and which of these is acid is pH of solution A is 6, and which one is basic, that is pH of solution B is 8, that is solution A is acid, solution B is basic. Now the second question, what effect does the concentration of H plus ions have on the nature of the solution? So acidic nature of the solution increases on increasing the concentration of H plus ions. Okay, so that is the answer. Now we'll move towards the next question, that is uh, third question. Do basic solutions have H plus ions? If yes, then why are these basics? So we have studied in session number 2 that bases also has H plus ions, but very few, thoda se, and it has more OH minus ions. The concentration of H plus is very low. Okay, so the basic solutions also contains H plus ion, but in basic solution H plus ions is less than 10 to the power minus 7, and OH minus is greater than 10 to the power minus 7. Since OH minus ions is more than H plus ions, hence these are basic solution. So basic solution में अगर OH minus ions ज़्यादा है तो वो basic है, अगर H plus ज़्यादा है तो वो acid है, right? So यहाँ पे हम लोग को क्या बताना है कि what we have to say that कि in basic solution H plus ions is very few, it is very less compared to the concentration of OH minus. Okay, now the question number 4, under what soil condition do you think a farmer would treat soil of his fields with quick lime, that is calcium oxide, or slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide, or chalk, that is calcium carbonate? Actually, if the pH of the soil is less than 7, actually में 7 होना चाहिए, अगर 7 से कम हो गया तो that will become an acid, it is acidic, it will become an acidic. So the farmer will treat the soil with alkaline substances in order to neutralize the acidic, okay, acidic nature, like cube lime, slaked lime, and chalk. For healthy growth of plants, the soil should neither be alkaline nor highly acidic, right? That should be keep in your mind. So this is the answer. You can refer it. Now we are moving towards uh, page number 33. 5 questions are there. So this is the last in-text question. Then after that we will start the exercise questions. So first question, what is the common name of the calcium compound CaOCl2, calcium oxychloride? This is nothing but this is bleaching powder. Next question, name the substance which on treatment with chlorine yields bleaching powder. Dry slaked lime. Third question, name the sodium compound which is used for softening hard water. Washing soda. Fourth question, what will happen if a solution of sodium hydrogen carbonate is heated? Give the equation of the reaction involved. That we have already seen in the session number 3. अगर ज़्यादा हीट करेंगे तो that is action of heat, it decomposes into sodium carbonate and water and carbon dioxide, right? So this is the reaction. Okay, now fifth question, write an equation to show the reaction between plaster of Paris and water. Plaster of Paris and water, when they react, they will form a solid gypsum. So this is the reaction. Okay. Now we have completed in-text questions. Now let us start with the exercise question. First question: a solution turns red litmus blue. Its pH is likely to be red litmus blue. That means it is basic. And basic, the value of pH is more than 7. So यहाँ पे ज़्यादा कौन सा है 10. So answer is 10. Next question. A solution reacts with crushed eggshells to give a gas that turns lime water milky. The solution contains is hydrochloric acid, right? Now the third question. 10 milliliter of a solution of NaOH is found to be completely neutralized by 8 milliliter of a given solution of HCl. If we take 20 milliliter of the same solution of NaOH, the amount of hydrochloric solution, the same solution as before, required to neutralize it will. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा से कैलकुलेशन आपको करना पड़ेगा. 10 के लिए 8 है, सो 20 मिलीलीटर के लिए डबल होगा, राइट? सो आंसर इज 16 मिलीलीटर. नेक्स्ट, which one of the following types of medicines is used for treating indigestion? Antacids. Next, write word equation and then balance equation for the reaction taking place when. Oh, so we have to write first word equation, then we have to write the equation, and we have to balance also. Balance equation we have to write. So first one, zinc granules when it react with dilute sulfuric acid will get zinc sulfate प्लस हाइड्रोजन. सो ये वर्ड इक्वेशन की फॉर्म में लिख दिए हम लोग. इसी को हम लोग अब इक्वेशन की फॉर्म में लिखे. ये बैलेंस भी है. सो दिस इज फर्स्ट इक्वेशन, फर्स्ट आंसर. नाउ द सेकंड वन, डाइल्यूट हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड रिएक्ट्स विद मैग्नीशियम रिबन. तो ये भी हम लोग देखे थे, जब मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड के साथ में रिएक्ट करता है तो मैग्नीशियम क्लोराइड मिलता है और हाइड्रोजन मिलता है, राइट? सो दिस इज द इक्वेशन, बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन. Now the C bit, dilute sulfuric acids reacts with aluminium powder. So aluminium Al H2SO4 sulfuric acid, when it reacts then we'll get aluminium sulfate, okay, and hydrogen. So this is the reaction, okay, balanced reaction. So this is question number 5th. Word equation, dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with iron filling. So this is the first one is the word equation and the second one is the balanced chemical equation, right? So now we will move towards the question number 6. Compounds such as alcohols and glucose also contains hydrogen but are not categorized as acids. Describe an activity to prove it. Already we have seen the question, but here we have to prove it with respect to activity. So we'll take two beakers. In one beaker we will keep hydrochloric acid, okay. So two nails are fitted in a cork and are kept in a 100 milliliter beaker. The nails are then connected to the two terminals of a 6-volt battery through a bulb and one switch. Some dilute hydrochloric is poured in the beaker and current is switched on. So the same experiment is then performed with glucose solution and alcohol solution. So what we will observe that the bulb, it will be observed that the bulb glow in the hydrochloric solution and does not glow in the glucose solution, okay. Glucose, or we can then we can test it for alcohol also. So now the thing is that hydrochloric acid dissociates into H plus and Cl minus ions. These ions conduct electricity in the solution, which results in the glowing of the bulb. On the other hand, the glucose solution, which does not dissociate into ions, even alcohol also, so it does not conduct electricity. So what is our conclusion from this activity? That all acids contain hydrogen, but not all compounds containing hydrogen are acids, okay. So that is why though alcohol and glucose contain hydrogen, they are not categorized as acids. Now we'll move towards the seventh question. Seventh question, why does not distilled water conduct electricity whereas rainwater does? Distilled water does not conduct electricity because it does not contain any ions. Rainwater contains ions due to dissolved salt, hence it conducts electricity. So this is the answer. You can go through it. Now question number 8. Why do acids not show acidic behavior in the absence of water? क्योंकि वाटर में जब आयनाइज होता है तभी वो हाइड्रोजन आयंस फॉर्म करता है. It produces hydrogen ions, otherwise it will not produce, otherwise it will not show acidic behavior, okay. So this is because in the absence of water, acids do not dissociate to give hydrogen ions. This is the main reason. Now the next question, 5 solutions A, B, C, D and E when tested with universal indicator showed the pH as 4, 1, 11, 7, 9 respectively. Which solution is neutral, strongly alkaline, strongly acidic, weakly alkaline. So the value of 7 is for neutral. 7 से कम हुआ तो acid, 7 से ज़्यादा हुआ तो basic, 7 से बहुत कम हुआ तो strong acid, 7 से बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया तो strong basic, that is alkaline. So we'll categorize as A, that is 4 weakly acids, 1 strongly acids, 11 7 से बहुत ज़्यादा strongly alkaline, and 9 is weakly alkaline or 7 is neutrally. So it if we arrange in increasing order, we'll get in this way: 11 less than 9 less than 7 less than 4 less than 1. That is on the basis of pH values. Now let us move towards the question number 10. Equal length of magnesium ribbon are taken in test tubes A and B. Hydrochloric acid is added to test tube A, while acetic acid, that is CH3COOH, is added to test tube B. In which test tube will the fizzing occur more vigorously and why? So definitely the fizzing occur more vigorously in test tube A as compared to test tube B. Why? Because of the concentration of hydrogen ions is more in test tube A than in test tube B. Okay, as hydrochloric acid is a strong acid and acetic acid is a weak acid, so definitely the in strong acid the concentration of hydrogen ions is more, so that is why fizzing occur more vigorously in test tube A. So this is the answer. You can go through the answer. Now next question is, fresh milk has a pH of 6. How do you think the pH will change as it turns into curd? Explain your answer. So as the milk turns into curd, its pH will decrease, right? Due to the production of lactic acid, which is acidic in nature. So the value of pH will be go down. Okay, so that is the answer. Now we move towards question number 12. A milkman adds a very small amount of baking soda to fresh milk. Why does he shift the pH of the fresh milk from 6 to slightly alkaline? Why does this milk take a long time to set as curd? So first question is that fresh milk is acidic in nature. On addition of very small amount of baking soda, milk becomes alkaline and does not turn sour easily, right? And the second answer is that this milk takes a long time to set as a curd because the presence of alkali does not allow it to become more acidic. So that is why it will take a long time, right? So these are the answers. This is the first answer. Now this is the second answer. You can go through the answers. Okay, so all the answers you can note down by clicking the pause button. Now the second question, plaster of Paris should be stored in a moisture proof container. Why? Because plaster of Paris gains moisture and set into hard mass called gypsum, that we have already seen in the plaster of Paris section. When it combines with water, it will turn into gypsum, which is a hard mass. Therefore, it must be stored in a moisture proof container. So this is the chemical reaction. Okay, now we'll move towards the next question. What is neutralization reaction? It is a reaction between acid and base to form salt and water. Actually जब acid और base का जब reaction होता है, so what base will do? Base will neutralize the acid. Okay, so that is why it is known as neutralization reaction. So we are giving, I am going to give two examples. One is hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide, and the second one nitric acid with potassium hydroxide. So this is the definition. Okay, these two are the example. This already we have seen in the reaction of acid with base. Okay, second session में किए थे हम लोग, फर्स्ट सेशन में किए थे, राइट, एसिड्स का, राइट. सो 14 हो गया. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड द लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द चैप्टर. गिव टू important uses of washing soda and baking soda. So already हम लोग ये असाइनमेंट क्वेश्चंस में भी कर चुके हैं. So these are the two uses of washing soda. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. It is used in the manufacture of glass, soap and paper. These are the two uses of baking soda. It is used as an antacid to remove acidity of stomach. It is used in fire extinguishers. So we have completed all the NCERT in-text questions and also NCERT exercise questions. I hope the chapter is clear to you. If you are not able to clear the chapter, you can go through the video once again. Particular that section which is creating problem for you. ठीक है, आप वीडियो को बार बार देख सकते हैं जो सेक्शंस आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा, इधर एसिड बेस और सॉल्ट. So you can review many times as you can. So I think now I'm going to wind up this session. Next chapter I will start with light chapter. Okay, that is the first chapter of the physics section. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.